Alright, I'm going to do a little dugout steps here. I'm going to start this game all the way back at the beginning. Um, I'm starting to implement new fly ball to home run routines. I haven't done home run to fly ball yet, and I'm using version 3 of the CGC now. And I want to start over from the beginning so everybody that uses this can, or wants to use this, can see exactly how to input everything. So first off, I'll go in and save it, and I like to save it as per Jeremy. It makes it much easier. Um, I use the date and then visiting team, three-letter initials, and home team three-letter initials seems to go well. I'm going to save right over top of that. And I've decided to record the uh, 425 1980 Baltimore Orioles at Kansas City Royals because got a couple good pitchers on the mound, and Larry Gore and Steve Stone, and I like pitching. Um, and I haven't done a video for a while, and I promised people I'd show them how to use the new CG because I've added some reminders and everything in there. Because I've found that I've had some bad game habits lately, and I've been forgetting some things. So, without further ado, let's get some teams loaded in here. I'll get my Baltimore team sheet first, and get loaded in here. Okay. And let's get the KC team sheet in here. Okay, batters. Let's see, I need to save that one. Add each team's batter pitcher tab into their um, proper home pen or bench or whatever tabs. So you have the players to copy and paste onto the main game pages. And definitely do not cut and paste. Some of the routines I have added, if you cut and paste, they will give you errors in my formulas because Excel doesn't follow the cut. So, with that being said, just copy paste, and then if you don't like the card being in there, clear all. I use the cards on my desktop, so it doesn't make a difference. On my PC, on my laptop, I will go ahead and clear all after I use this, switch the card. Okay, on the ballpark tab, make sure when you set up your team sheets that you have them look exactly like this. Your ballparks you get from Jeremy will copy and paste right in here, just like this. You want to go in there and make sure your foul territory has commas in it, like this one does. Some of the seasons have dashes, and they will mess up my routines. The other thing is with Jeremy implemented uh, contours in some of the stadiums in older seasons to give them a little more of the realistic values in the outfield because you didn't have your cookie cutters like you do nowadays. And therefore, I had to go up to a grid over here for these numbers because some of them would have a regular number and another in parentheses. So you want to enter the values for all three sections um, over here. This being left field, this being center field, and this being right field. The stadiums that have dual numbers numbers will have the higher numbers grayed out down here. So if that was say a 7 and a 9, and this one was grayed out, that would be 9, 7, and 7. Just so everything's ready to go. And being this is a KC, we'll select everything just like that. Control C, go over to the game, Control V. Yes, we want to replace it. That puts KC in there. And the other thing you'll notice is I've got G's printed in every one of these wall slots here. You want to enter either G, B, Y, or R, corresponding with the color. Be careful when you do that, because you try to enter R in here. It's going to want to try and autofill that F. Just backspace out of it, and there you got your R. You want that corresponding to the colors, because my formulas looked that up, because it's very difficult and to get the Excel formulas to recognize colors. I've seen it happen before, but it messes with macros and auto calculate and all that. It's just not worth doing it. So when you're done doing that, you will click Fix Stadium, and Fix Stadium is going to real quick copy these down here. This is where the text to columns comes in, and then it'll come over here and text to columns these here, which will assign ones in this grid over here, and that becomes important in automated foul outs, which I haven't done yet, but I was looking into the future when I did that. So without further ado, let's click Fix Stadium. Boom, there we go, and it'll bring you over to your game chart. And as you'll see, it's already got the weather ready for you. It's still an overcast today with the wind direction being 9. So we will leave that ball right where it is. And you can go ahead and transfer these up if you want. I don't usually do it because I never go back in here. But still an overcast would be this. And this. And you can kind of do that if you want. Kind of adds to the effects. And we come over to start the visitors, and the batting first for the Orioles will be Al Bunbury, center field. So we'll go select him. Control C. That way you don't make mistakes. Control V. Then click center field down here. 4, 6, and 5. And even with all the automation I've been putting in here lately, I do have the cards. It's drawing the current batter and everything over here. I don't position 9. That's why nothing showed. I'll have to go back in and resave at the default one. You see, I got all the card information here. It's just too difficult to try to figure out positions and everything automatically, because I've created some of these seasons. And there are instances where you have to combine 2, 3 positions just due to lack of room in a card. Say you got Darryl Thomas in the Dodgers for 1980. He played almost every position. So you've got 4 or 5 slots to work with, and you got 9 positions rated. So you got to put a few of them together that have similar or same ratings. Anyway, enough of that. Batting second, Rich Dower is the second base. I'm just going to leave them in because I'm using the cards on my desktop. No confusion there. Rich Dower, second base. 6, 5, and 0. And to infield arm only comes effects on the relay throws on doubles in your ball and play charts. You have I believe it's a dark blue and white, where the relay throw takes effect. double check myself on that. Like I said, I picked up some bad game habits along the way. So if you know I'm doing something wrong, don't hesitate to bring it to my attention so I can fix it. I do not profess to know it all. I only know that I have a lot of fun playing these games. So Ken Singleton, right field, batting third. He's not a very good rangy or arm outfielder, but he does bat pretty good. So, and actually, let's get rid of these two extra tabs down here. Baltimore team sheet and KC team sheet. All right, batting fourth. That's going to be Eddie Murray, first base. Had a nice season. And position 5. Doug DeCince, third base. Looks like we've got most of our regular starters in here in this game until we get towards the bottom of the lineup. Good third baseman there, range of 7, low 22 error rate. That's for third baseman, that's not bad at all. Gary Renicky, left field. About an average outfielder, a little light on the arm. Already started 77 games. Lee May, DH, for that 7th. And batting 8th is Rick Dempsey. Growing up where I lived, close to Philly, but for some reason I could never really get the Phillies games back before cable. So I got a lot of the Orioles and Pirates games. Don't ask me why. I'll always be a Phillies fan, but I did get to watch a lot of these teams. You love baseball and you watched what you could get your hands on. So Kiko Garcia, shortstop. Light hitting. He was under Mendoza line. All right, that'll bring up Steve Stone. He's pitching today. I will go in and load ball score pretty soon and tell you how he's doing. Okay, warm him up. Control 6, not bad. He's a 226. And let's get back over here and do KC. Willie Wilson, center field. Five, 3, 5. The better left fielder. That's where he starts most of the season. Right now, Pete LeCoq's there. Okay, Frank White, second base. All right, batting third, George Brett, third base, awesome season. That was the season he flirted with 400. Finally, it was 390 with 24 home runs. Not bad at all. Struck out a whole 22 times, hence his minus 19. All right, Willie Aikens, first base. Batting fifth, Hal McRae, DH. Batting sixth, John Watson, catcher. All right, batting seventh, Pete Lecoq, left field. Started 35 games. He won't be in there too much longer. Starting to roll along here pretty good. I quit getting sidetracked and quit having, nope, putting the wrong ones in there. All right, we'll go back in and do first base because I screwed that one up. First base, Willie Aikens is first base, 321 and 0. All right, Pete Lecoq is left field, 403. All right, batting eighth, Clint Hurdle, right field. I remember the 80 World Series sweating it because this team looked really good going into the series. Didn't think our Phil stood a chance, but they took it. Okay, batting ninth, Ransom on the next at shortstop. All these team colors I took directly off the uniforms that Dressed to the Nines database. Kind of get that old timey feel. I do that for most of my seasons. In fact, all of my seasons. So, like the 1927 season, the pictures look really faded. So they really came out nice. All right, and go over here, and yes, I did forget shortstop. Okay, 410 minus 1, and let's make sure we have. When I save these, I will go back and save that so they default on first batter. So every time you open up a fresh CGC to save your game, you should have it automatically set for first base. I mean first batter on both teams. All right, Larry Gura for the home team. Had a good season. Didn't get 20 wins, but nice ERA. And let's warm him up. Oh, grooved in an 8 control. Could be tough. And he's a 4-0. And before I do anything else, I usually check down here and make sure that I got numbers in all them slots because I can forget things. And back to the visitors tab. That's got everything loaded up, ready to play. As far as CGC goes, I keep my yearbook and pitching status set in there. And we'll go get ball score in now. I'll go through setting team colors. Feel pretty good about that. I like having different colors. Game set up. Yes, it is now the 25th. Load roster. Baltimore first. Yes, switching computers. I get that error now. That'll go away the first time they load. I've been through that before. I think it has to do with the color assignments and stuff because I've never lost any data. All right, and you see the background looks kind of crappy, but I'll get that in there in a second because none of that information is saved over off the old hard drive. Green it and load roster. Kansas City. Save it. Yes, not a double header. And load that line up. And that'll be 425. Flip green. Okay, let's get Baltimore squared away here. First, I don't like shadow text, and I don't like slot board. I don't like boxes. I like pencils, and I like stun smileys. And I'm going to rename this Orioles, so I don't use the same thing for two teams. And background color, then black. It'll be the same as the Giants. And we'll go through and get rid of some of these colors that don't look right. Make that one a black. And let's go dark gray on that one. And we don't have blue on the Orioles, so let's go black on that one also. And that looks pretty good. Go into the RLM, attach theme, and flip. Now, this one, we'll go back in, and you see I got that for the Senators in 1927, so I'll choose a different icon. And we got powder blue all over the place, so let's find some good powder blue. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Well, we don't want that. Come on, Greg. And background color, that blue. And get rid of some of these. Get the blues. A little white, would that look alright? Yeah, not really. Let's get some gray in there then. Nah, didn't like that either. Back to blue. And this one here, I think I will go white. That's not bad. Alright, that looks pretty good to me. Call that Royals. Alright, then we can look at what we're doing here. Larry Gora, 2-1 with a 3.60 ERA. And he's pitched 25 innings so far. A little light on the strikeouts, a little heavy on the walks, but that could change. And Steve Stone, 1-1 with a 225. Hasn't been getting support. And he's pitched 16 innings. He got a late start. And Orioles are 7-6, and the Royals are 9-4. And then the next thing I do is let's get Corral open here. And we will take a screen. Edit. And paste this new image. Select the picture. Control C, open the new because I already have the properties set where I want them. Edit. Paste his new selection, slider in right around there. Get rid of the old one. And then we'll go back in, flip it on over. Another print screen. Edit, paste his new image. Select the picture. Oh, believe that. Somebody forgot his images. One of my favorite parts. So let's do that. Insert picture. Orioles. You see I've got a lot of them in here. Orioles 66 to 88, being this is 1980. Close that up to around there. Move it around a little bit. Get it right in the corner. Expand it as much as I possibly can without interfering. And now we'll take a rear picture. Print screen. And I'll get rid of that one too. Edit. Paste this new image. Select. C. You know what? Let's see here. Edit. Well, let's undo that one too. Bring Steve Stone in over here. Get rid of this and do one more time. Larry Gora, get his. Gotta have a logo. What am I doing? Insert picture. Royals. And Royals. 69 to 01. Insert. Move it around a little bit. Like to poke it right in the corner there. Leave that border showing as much as possible. And that looks pretty good. We'll leave that right there. Print screen. Edit, paste his new selection. Oh, wrong. New image. I don't mind undercutting a little bit. Control C. Edit. Paste his new selection. Float it right on in there. Okay, file. Save as pre-game. Yes, I want to replace it. And no. And done. All right. Then we can we'll go online and post all this, but you don't need to see that. And I will start this back up in a second. We'll play the game.